And we are live. All right, action and beautiful, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dynamite.
Are you pulling your
Dynamite.
shot up on cam too?
I guess I am since you motherfuckers already poured your shit up.
Yeah, because
You
we
know
on
what I mean?
point, waiting on your ass.
You know what I mean? I'm going to say this since the podcast just started. Fuck you and fuck you. This is Dubz 817.
This nigga right here.
This is Chef Chad. I am Rick Code.
He mad about the hashtag shit that he.
And welcome to the Podcast, people. Guess we can go ahead and do our first one. And I guess, Chris, tell us about this vodka we drinking today. Who is this?
It's a black owned
Black owned.
company. The dude, he used to play for UT, Bryce Cottrell,
Wow. Okay.
defensive end.
Okay.
Junior year, he was like, I'm gonna start a liquor company. So
Oh wow. So he started while he was still at UT.
yeah,
That's dope. That's dope. Shout out to black entrepreneurs.
and I think the brewery is actually in Denton, so I kind of want to go out there one day,
Alright.
kind of like we did it with Raylene.
I think it'll be a distillery.
Oh yeah,
when it's a
distillery.
liquor. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. I mean, I got you. I know what you meant. But yeah, no, for the people that's gonna try to correct my dog, and he knows what a distillery is. We done been to several. Shut up. Shut your mouth. But we gonna do this first shot. Oh, what is these right here?
Oh yeah, cocktail caviar, fucking vodka balls.
Man, that shit smell good as hell when I smelt it.
Yeah, no lie. Like, no bullshit.
That shit smell like it could be air freshener, no cap.
From a glance, you look at it, you think it's a candle.
You
like,
really would.
oh, you like, oh, okay.
Matter of
Big
fact, I'm gonna
gel.
go ahead and give me
then-
some right now. I'm gonna get a little bit of both. Is that all right?
I'm gonna get.
I didn't even think about that. Let me get some.
I got some of that one, but I ain't get the other one. You right on
Just
that one.
get
Good
it.
call. Good call.
Just get a dash of each. Just a dash. You want some of these, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go.
Right there.
Okay.
Talking about.
Just a dash. Just a little bit, not too much. Just a little razzle dazzle. Just want to, wet my whistle. You feel me? Oh, little splash waterfall. Oh, there we go. There we go. And that is caviar in my cup. Another crazy week. Very crazy.
Wild.
Another crazy pandemic week. COVID still running rapid. Let's take this shot. Let's start it.
Ooh, you talking crazy right now.
I ain't doing no sipping.
Not this time, huh?
The other one was my sipping glass. Don't do me like that.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. That literally don't even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, just give me a little bit of.
I think you can kind of get like the grapefruit shit, like the hint of it.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah, because this is distilled from grapefruits.
And that's Noble Wolf.
8 times.
Noble Wolf
I think it's
vodka.
in that like that back taste. That's how I'm
Yeah.
picturing it. It's
Distilled
like, ooh, it's
8
like,
times.
That's what that is. That little.
Got it from Total Wine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That-
Always be on it.
Yeah, my man be in there just like that shit Home Depot.
Right. 6 bottles for 20. What? let me get 2 boxes real quick.
And can I do this right now? Okay. All right.
Right.
All right. Y'all got anything for pre-order? No? All right.
And a mix match. Right on. I got you. It's done.
got
That's
to.
good, and that's good with that cranberry juice. I swear it
yeah.
is.
Right. I'm glad.
I swear it is.
Yeah. He suggested that shit. He's like cranberry. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with
Right.
cranberry juice. Hold down so many liquors. You know what I'm saying? Like
Ooh.
whether you want to go dark or fucking clear,
I get
Yep.
that one. Right.
cranberry
it's a
juice.
universal
Yeah.
shindig. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, indeed.
Right.
So where we at with it, though? Where we at with it?
Everywhere but nowhere.
Hey, man. What can I say, man? It's been up and down.
Yeah, I feel like
In
it
and
was
out.
some stuff that we didn't talk about last time.
Oh,
that
yeah, we definitely missed a lot of the topics that we could have touched on, but we had got kind of wrapped up in that whole bomb I had dropped, and we kind of went from there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, one thing I've been peeping though, that's super duper important, segregation. So looks like Trump is promoting open segregation right now. I don't know if y'all seen a tweet where he was saying, people will be safe in their neighborhoods and just no poor people can't move over there now, and that they're gonna be patrolling for that. And he also looking to make people pay, for the immigration, like when they're requesting asylum, they gotta pay for that. That type of stuff. He on some wild stuff right now.
Talking about trying to delay the election or suggesting that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Not to make it too political though, because I ain't.
No.
I'm just, throwing it out
what's
there.
going out there. I mean, it's society's talk. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's really it's getting scary. This is as Drake would say, scary hours, because that boy look unstoppable in the worst way possible. I ain't try to make that rhyme. I'm just good like that. I'm sorry. But yeah, man, what's been on y'all plate, man?
Shit,
How y'all
man.
feeling?
Nothing, chilling. Same shit, really.
All right, man. Trying to get through this shit. Trying to see what's shaking. You know what I'm saying? What's baking?
Man, getting
What's
through
up,
this
man?
shit gonna be a motherfucking ordeal.
Yeah.
For real.
It's gonna be a new.
It's
You know what
gonna
I'm
be
saying?
some shit
You have to
that a
understand.
motherfucker gotta really buckle down on and really, 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 really put their best effort into.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's all about how you handle it. You know what I'm saying? Some people not gonna
Perspective,
handle it too well.
relative.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you remember when you were younger and you go traveling,
Yeah.
right? You go somewhere that's like 3-4 hours away, right? And you'd be like, man, it feel like it take a day and a half, but it's only 3 or 4 hours, right? It's only relative because your parents are feeling something different, or somebody that's older at that time is feeling something different. It could have been like that, you know what I'm saying? But in your perspective of reality, it's like, wow, it's super stretched out long, right?
Yeah.
It's like when you just focus on something, like you're excited, and it seems like it just takes forever in a day. Just I think that's how the pandemic event is going. People are talking, like it's gonna be better this way, it's gonna be better this way, but nobody fucking knows. You know what I'm saying? We just out here trying to figure out what's gonna be best for one another.
Yeah.
Man, I know what's best for me. Staying away from motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Fucking get away from me. Y'all ain't never heard that song, Bag Back, Give Me 50 Feet? The fuck y'all be doing? Motherfuckers at these parties and
That
shit.
inspired sophomore
Man,
year,
that
that's
shit
dope.
Yeah.
is wild right
I think Lil Duval got like some merch that's like we in this together, but like stay away from me type
Right.
shit.
now. As you should. As you should. Me, man, it's been an ordeal, man. I got personal people affected and all of that shit, so
How
I
you,
know this shit real.
How you feel about that doctor lady, Dr. Stella or whatever?
I don't know what you're talking about. Enlighten me.
The woman that said that the doctor from Houston that had the little press conference in D.C. where she was like she treated 400 people with the hydroxy whatever fucking drug.
Hydroxychloroquine?
Yeah.
Chloroquine? That shit right there. That's how they get you. That's how I feel. That shit been I know I'm probably on my conspiracy theory shit again, but no, that shit ain't been tested, man.
Yeah, that shit is so fucking funny, bro.
They got motherfuckers out here just taking some shit, man. For real.
Like-
but weed still illegal though, by the way.
They just opened the first medical marijuana dispensary in Plano.
Yeah, I think it's like a pop-up. I don't know how
Right.
long it's gonna be there.
Right.
What that mean?
You know how like pop-up places.
Now,
like,
what you mean? Like I'm saying, like what that mean? Medical marijuana.
People that people there.
There's like
yeah.
I think there's only one place before that you can get medical
In
marijuana
Texas?
from. Yeah,
in between San Antonio
Yeah.
and fucking.
there was only one place
Right.
before. Like, and it came out like last year or the year before
And
that. So this year,
There's a strict code on.
they got
who
the
can
pop
get
up
it
in
to
Plano.
certain people.
Yeah.
Because there's I know a person that suffers from seizures, and he couldn't qualify due to the type of seizures that he gets. He gets pseudo seizures.
So you get fake seizures?
Pseudo seizures.
So like pseudo
Mental. So it's like something
pseudo
else. Right.
as a prefix usually just mean like not real or
He has a
not real adjacent at least.
due to his situation, he couldn't qualify. So, there's only certain specifics that are able to qualify at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to expand that because there's a lot of other people that need that, that beneficial medicine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's just very strict here in Texas that, it's only certain people can get it. It's great that those people can, but there's a lot more people that should be able to receive that type of help.
When I first seen her like do the press conference, like the quality was like so trash. I was like, bro, I could have shot that better than that. And like them niggas didn't have masks on, and they was like not like social distancing or nothing, but they was out
y'all
there
seen
trying
that
to
shit?
like.
I mean, I ain't mean to smile, but y'all seen that shit with Herman Cain, man. Look, man, the dude that was running for president, the Republican dude that was running for president, and was talking about how black people. Yeah, no, well, he said it wasn't real. And then he was out there at that Oklahoma shit where President Trump was at. By the way, again, just remind everybody that was at that shit tested 100% positive. 100 out of 100. They had tested like 500 people and everybody was positive. Herman Cain died. R.I.P. to him. That ain't no funny matter, but motherfucker said, he said Corona ain't real. Corona is not here. You know what I mean? And now he not here. Well, that's number one.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick. Have y'all felt like y'all showed any kind of symptoms? Personally?
I mean, if it's like a time that I can remember where I felt weird this year, it was like January or February where I had like a cough for like 2 weeks. But I think I said that on here before. Like,
Right.
I don't
Nope.
Okay. So,
And I've
with
been
that,
going like I get like
But I've like the
Checking all
people
that
that since then that I've like spoke to that has had it, like some of them has had it like worse than others. But I mean, like everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna handle shit different. So like
right.
the niggas that had the pre-existing shit, they had it worse than everybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like 2 weeks, it was like 3 or a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So, my question is fucking, y'all trying to get tested?
No, I've seen the test and I don't want that shit.
Right. Okay. So,
I got tested.
Well, okay. I'm just asking because I'm saying if in the situation of if you've never shown no symptoms or you don't feel like you've had any issues, right? Do you want to go get tested because it's free and they do it all the time? So
Yeah, but that's up to you. If you
no. Right. That's all I'm saying is.
Corona feeling like the new STD. People don't want to know they got
Some people want to go get tested. That's all I'm saying. Some people want to go get tested and some people don't. And I'm just kind of curious about
that's
how
why
people feel about that. That's all
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
if I had
I'm a need to know type of person.
in my situation,
Okay.
like if I had to, then I would do it.
Right.
But like other than that, like I'm not trying to get it. I'm not trying to be around like large crowds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm doing my due diligence so I can fucking not have to be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel good because like one of the people that told me that they had it a couple weeks before they got it, like somebody they knew had 105 temperature, and I was like, ooh, nope.
No, that motherfucker.
Nope. That was like May-ish. And I was like, yeah, I'm cool. Cause like I think I had the flu one time. And I was like, I don't ever want to go through that shit. And nigga in the bed shaking and shit, bro. Like hot as fuck. Nope. Fuck this. Fuck that, nigga.
So you said you want to know. So you have.
Yeah.
Just now, were you in a situation where you were like, okay, you were in there for like something else, like blood work, and then okay,
no, it was just
test you,
it
or
was
you
just
were
free
like,
Corona test.
and you went up there
where I was at.
Okay.
So it was just
Okay.
like more convenient type of thing. It wasn't like I was just like out pursuing the shit.
Right.
Just so happened that I was in the same building where the test was at, so it wasn't like when I went to chiropractic and shit like that. It was in the adjacent building, like right there. So that's how
I
that
saw a
shit ended
nigga
up happening.
on Facebook. That nigga went live, and I was like, "Oh, that's what they doing." Nope. I'm definitely.
I don't know, bro. I feel like
I mean, if I feel like I got
that
it,
shit
I'm gonna
felt
go
weird.
get tested
You gotta
so I
go
can
up in
keep
your
my
nasal
shit
cavity
together.
and
But
shit.
if I don't, then
you gotta go up in your nasal cavity. But see, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't hit the strip club or some shit, you gotta at least check. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I've been
But
to
I
the
ain't been doing no shit
casino,
like that.
All that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been out and about, so just trying to stay alert on my P's.
I mean, I've been doing shit, but I've been keeping it minimal, so it's not like.
I wouldn't necessarily say I've been keeping it minimal though. I've been like throwing dollars on naked bitches, so that's
He said throwing dollars.
on the naked, So
You ain't gonna get it from the naked chicks. You gonna get it from the dollar. That's where you gonna get it from.
shout out to the strippers, by the way.
They gotta make their money.
Strippers.
Yeah.
Shout out to Juicy J while we at it. Speaking of which, he calling for a versus against Nas. And I'm confused as fuck why Juicy J would want to battle Nas. And look, I'm finna get a lot of flack for what I'm finna say. But also, Nas ain't got that many hits.
Okay.
I think if
that's gonna hit a lot of niggas hard.
yeah, because I think if Juicy J and fucking Nas battle, it would kind of be
Nas ain't got
similar
that many
to.
hits, man. Name a
No,
Nas
I
hit.
can't even say that.
Hit. Not a good song. Hit. See, for me, and now Jadakiss proved me wrong. I give him that. But Nas is one
Shit,
of those
DMX.
people. Yeah, with him and DMX. I mean,
with Snoop and DMX,
no,
that
Jada when
was
Jada
like-
battled who Jada battled, I forgot.
Fabulous.
Fabulous, yeah. But they really more respected for their pen than they are for their like albums. Cause I feel like Nas and Jadakiss is one and the same. They literally was so cold and they picked horrible beats. Horrible beats. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Nas. You know what I mean? I'm talking about I listen to Stillmatic, Illmatic, all of that shit.
The mindset of what he puts out there is very inspirational. It's very, it draws you in.
Well, not even just the inspirational
Right,
part.
that's
Hand me
my
that,
thing.
please. I'm saying that the beats be trash though. If we keeping it a bean.
But I'm talking about what he's saying.
This is what a lot of people knock J. Cole for. They don't like his beat selection. Although J. Cole has a perfect beat selection, and that boy is
And he
ridiculous.
make his own shit.
And no, but it's
Sometimes.
also he picked good beats, like contrary to what a motherfucker say. But Nas,
Yeah, they fit his style.
like
I mean, that's all you got to do with picking beats.
Nas
is
will pick
make
a
some
beat.
beats that fit your
Nas
style.
would have rapped on that beat Cassidy made.
Hell no.
Yes, he would have. He'd have put something on that bitch. And like, because them niggas be believing like, and I respect it. I understand it. Like, I truly understand it. Like, being a producer,
Hell
being
no.
an artist at times in my life, I completely understand it. Like, so people like that, they like think they rap so cold that they can rap on anything and make it hot. Versus somebody like, I don't want to throw nobody under the bus, but you know that's what I do. So somebody like a Waka Flocka or something that know he need to get a cold ass beat because he ain't finna say that much. So he need that beat to carry the fuck out this song. So I always be wondering, why don't you just get like, you remember how cold Jadakiss features is, man? Like, especially when he used to get on some southern shit, bro.
Yeah, every feature. Like,
When he used to get on some
Jadakiss
southern shit, bro.
Like, he just let you know that.
Bro, when he get on some southern shit, bro, he killing that bitch. And I'm always wondering, why the fuck you just don't get that beat or get a beat like that for yourself? I mean, every Jadakiss project, I listen to every one of them. And he always gonna be a dog with the flow. But them beats, like, you gotta be a fan of music. Like, truly the you know what I mean, the music aspect of it to like actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck with it. It ain't something that you just You know what I mean? Like you literally can't get into it. Like Fabulous is guilty of that sometimes. Speaking of, but what
Yeah,
he
sometimes.
not? Sometimes, bro. Now sometimes he right in the pocket. Sometimes it'd be like, I don't know.
I can agree. To that.
You know what I mean? Like
I can agree to that.
You know what I mean?
Because sometimes I be digging, I be like, oh shit, and then it's like.
Sometimes you drop some shit, he be
I
like,
don't feel this one.
Now the soul tapes, a nigga 1,000 for 1,000 on them bitches, but the mother projects, it's up in the air. You know what I mean? But back to the point of what I was getting at, I don't really think Juicy J should want to battle Nas. I think a great battle for him, and I talked with somebody about this, would be Juicy J versus Lil Jon.
I think Lil Jon already went though.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it would have been a better battle.
Okay, no. I have a question.
Yeah, because they could go song for song, and then they
Right.
could go what they produced and all that other shit.
They could go production for production, song for song, ad lib for ad lib. Yeah, ho. Against what? What? Yeah, ho. You know that. Everybody know that.
Right.
Yeah, ho.
I was just that on the way over here.
Mafia.
I think that's like one of the most sampled fucking.
One of the most sampled ad libs of all time. Like that shit still. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that shit just gets sampled to the high heavens. But I think that if they were to do that and do a Juicy J, like I don't feel like because you win in the verses you can't go in the verses again. I actually think like since they doing this shit, they should make it more of a tournament style.
Yeah, where there's like some
That'd be a
brackets.
good one.
You know.
That'd be good.
And y'all didn't even have to pay me for that one, but you should pay me for that one. You did? Yeah, they should make it a tournament style. Like versus, then it's a fan up to the fans to pick a winner. And then that next person might go.
Wins, right.
You know what I mean? Right. And then of course make it genre based so you can always have something in there where it'll make sense. You know what I mean? Because you don't want Teddy Riley up in that bitch battling Snoop Dogg.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Keep it within their weight class.
You feel me? So, but I think that'll be the next step to really take that shit over the top. At that point, you can put the shit on TV.
Mark the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Shit.
That shit was kind of like a fail this week with the 2 Chainz and Rick Ross.
They didn't do it?
No, like the fact that was the battle that they came up with. Like,
What you mean a fail? Wait, let me fix my face. Let me look at you straight. What you mean a fail?
I didn't see it.
it haven't happened yet. I think it happened. It's on like Wednesday or Thursday.
What do you mean a fail though?
About it, though. I haven't heard.
No. Go back. We talking about versus Titty Boy, and it's a fail.
2 Chainz all the way.
2 Chainz ain't got no hits, bro. Is that
I'm
what
not
you saying?
saying that, but
You going with the Ross? You going with the Rose?
No, what are you saying? Because I mean,
Rose? You Rose?
Rose said some true shit that has never been true right now. In the game over a decade and never on anyone's favorites.
Okay.
Boy, when Ross start going down them hit lists, man. See, that's like
Ross got features that niggas don't even know about though. And that shit is just
look,
like,
people, look. This is a prime example of never being appreciated.
I mean, 2 Chainz, bro. Like
Really?
I think
never
it'll kind
appreciated.
of be similar to like the Snoop Dogg and DMX battle where niggas
Ross
think
and
that
2
just
Chainz,
Snoop was just
unsung.
supposed to come out there and kill DMX. 2 Chainz gonna be able to hold his own, but I think Ross take it.
Oh, you meant like it's not a competition.
No, he thinks it's gonna be a battle, but he just overall.
Oh, I thought he thought Ross didn't have no hits. Or that 2 Chainz didn't have no hits, so it wasn't gonna be no
He's
competition.
just saying that overall he thinks he's gonna just
Well,
go straight to Ross.
I mean, it has to because I mean, don't get me wrong, 2 Chainz got hits, but this is what I'm getting at, a prime example.
So on y'all going for Ross, I got Chainz. I'm just saying.
I could see Chainz winning though.
I'm just saying.
Well, see, I can't see that. Here's why. I think
Some
y'all
people
really
got DMX
forget
beating Snoop. You know what I'm saying?
I think y'all really
people
forget
couldn't see that before.
how much
I saw it, but
Rick Ross has contributed to the culture. Like dead
We're
ass.
talking about We're talking about music right now.
Let me change my voice.
We're talking about music right now.
Let me talk in my Ross voice. Cause you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the culture, when it comes to production, when it comes to lyrical ability, when it comes to longevity, I like when I say that word, longevity. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't compete on that level. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that then came and went since I first started
I'd rather
this
see
shit.
like Rick
You know
Ross
what I'm
versus
saying?
The Game, or
I'm just
some shit
channeling my
like
inner
that
Rick Ross.
before,
You
like,
feel me?
2 Chainz.
You know what I mean? Like as far as
I think the styles need to be similar. Some of them, I don't think they're matched up. Like
bro, I
they
don't think
should
y'all
be.
realize how many songs Rick Ross done actually done.
Yeah.
Like that he a part of to be able to stay scheming. Right?
Yeah, Stay Scheming, Dice Pineapples, fucking Maybach Music, fucking.
That's still light. That's still light.
Yeah.
Let's go. We could go. Rick Ross at one point had consecutive. This back when album was still selling, and it ain't the most albums sold, but he literally went gold every album.
They don't never do the unpopular features, but like if he did like the fucking verse from Layers with fucking Royce and Pusha T, like that's like a classic Rick Ross verse right there. But it's
If he did the verse, if he played the feature from Drake, Lord knows.
yeah,
I fell in love with the art. What'd he say? It's the red bottom boss. I came about a bar. Yup.
100 a show. Like
Wait. Let's just go back to Port of Miami. Port of Miami alone. And I gotta get back in my Ross. Port of Miami. How many did I give you on Port of Miami? How many? Like, day one. Day one. I gave you Hustling. Hustling. Day one. First track. Biggest in the game. Biggest. Then I remixed it. Who I go get? A rookie in the game, right? Def Jam rookie. Who I got on the track? Jeezy. Huh? Jay-Z. Huh? The Mount Rushmore. A Trap was on that album. Huh? On that remix. And that's just one. Right? Port of Miami. Shout out to Port of Miami. It's still in stores if you want to cop that. You know it's always official. Black Bottle Boys, you know how we do.
Just fucking did a whole fucking skit and sing. This nigga just did a whole scene fucking of Ross. Did you, I mean, was this...
Oh, nah, man. I just, you know.
This is a morning ritual when you get
Nah,
up,
man.
look
It's just,
in the mirror and...
it's just natural like that, man. I'm good at that, you know.
Right on.
But yeah, man. That's just Port of Miami. Teflon done. Right? It's deeper than rap. These are projects, albums. You know them. You do. You know them.
oh, bro,
You forgetting.
that one verse
I spent
that
about
he
$100
did
million.
with,
$100 million.
with Diddy on that
You feel me?
that Good Morning shit, bro.
You feel me?
Like just like thinking about.
You feel me now? Now you see what I'm saying? Like, bro, we forget how many, bro. Aston Martin.
Like T.I.
music.
could pull that out too. If T.I. ever get in the verses, like he was on that same song. So like,
Who didn't play Aston Martin music? Who didn't like Aston Martin music? Was they not related to Patrick Starr? I mean, they lived under a rock. It's all good though. Follow me. I'm gonna take you there. Let's call a block away. You'll catch up soon. It's all good. You know I'm talking fast. You listening slow. Mafia music. BMF. John. Load up the choppers like it's December. These is actually on the chart. Hits. I ain't gonna say he had number ones when we talk about hits. Like actually being on the chart, charting as a hit. It ain't gotta be a number one hit. It just got a chart to be a hit. How many tracks do that man got?
I think Chainz will make it close.
How many features do that man got?
Because he been on a lot of posse cuts, you know what I'm saying?
I woke up in my new Bugatti. Oh, yeah, he was on there. He was. That's a hit. Ross, are we being serious right now? Ross? I don't think it's 5 people in the game that could versus Ross just because of the sheer output of music that he has. If between the main reason being what? Keeping it a bean. Rick Ross has a persona that people like more so than his music. So in most cases he get features on anything because he's Rick Ross. He doesn't have to be popping in the media. He don't gotta be, you know what I mean? Like, you still gonna want to get Ross on the track. Cause he Ross. So he's, because of that persona, been able to get a part of everything DJ Khaled. How many hits is that? Alone. Just DJ Khaled. Now Chainz done got some features on DJ Khaled, but Ross, are we talking about Ross?
Yeah.
How many hits does Ross have with Drake? Seriously, we forget. We literally forget. At one point, Ross was putting Drake on. Aston Martin music. This is when Drake was a rook. Still coming up. And he put him on there. Ross got so much shit, it ain't even funny. Like, his catalog, discography belongs in a fucking museum, if we being honest. Between the albums, like Meek Mill, Tupac, Back, that was a hit.
Yeah, just like
And it was a hit because of what? Ross saying Tupac Back. Meek could have said it. Would it have hit the same? I don't think so. But if we talking about hits, Chainz ain't no hooks like that. He get a verse every now and again. No disrespect to Chainz, because I really love Chainz. Ever since he was Titty Boy, I literally was riding with him since Duffel Bag Boy. I know both of those verses. I knew them verses before I knew who they actually was. I'm talking DTP days. Talking about fumbling in the bag. Shout out to Ludacris. Wow. Did he drop the ball? Wow, did he drop the ball?
Because I-20 and Lil Fate and all the
Bro.
niggas that he had.
Bro, this nigga, nobody popped off of DTP. And a lot of these people went on to have individual careers by themselves. So it wasn't the fact of them not being good enough to make it. It was literally probably because they was on DTP, unfortunately. And he's great in his own right.
Yeah.
But that's also was a part of a conversation that I had, you know, as far as the verses. Who y'all think Ludacris should battle?
When he went against Nelly, I was like, ugh.
Because, I mean, he battled Nelly.
And that was a landslide. That was the worst. to
Yeah.
me. Like,
Nelly got
I was like, Nelly was cool, but he was never the Ludacris type rap dude where you can.
well, it was presented to me that Ludacris, a great verses, and I would have to agree, I think, would be Outkast and Ludacris. Mainly because both of them picked very weird beats that they made hits. Like, if you think about
Put them to those two. You can't do that.
well, see,
You can't do that.
people do that.
No.
Why? Ludacris is a lyricist.
No, okay.
Ludacris is a one of those.
Do that just
He's
because-
one of those visually outlandish people.
If anybody could take on two people, it would be Ludacris.
He's one of those visually outlandish people.
I understand.
He's
that,
one of those
but
weird production
that's-
people. The other person they
that's a strong
suggested
one.
was
That's a
Busta
real strong
Rhymes.
one.
Because you could put him up against either one of those separately.
Okay, that's
and he
where I'm
would be
going
able
with it.
to-
But here we go again.
Well, make no mistake. Whether it's two people, it's not like they fighting him. It's their song. They got one song and they both own it. If you got 2 verses or 3 verses, and I got 3 verses, it's still just one song. Both of them equal up to the same amount of minutes. I mean, it's not like you and him versus me gonna change the outcome of.
It wouldn't be like.
You see what I'm saying? It ain't a boxing match.
You ever played 2K online and like you wonder how a nigga made that pass?
Right.
And one nigga unmute his mic and you playing against 2 dudes.
Right.
And you like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
Right.
I think Ludacris would be able to.
Right. It ain't like that
wouldn't
though.
be no-
It's a song, so
Yeah.
it's so fresh and so clean versus Move Bitch. No,
What?
see you thinking about I think you thinking about style of song when in reality they both always pick very odd beats. Think about the beats that Ludacris picked.
No, but like even
there's
Outkast
more.
individually, they would.
Southern
still do the
Hospitality.
same shit.
Dun dun Who else would have rapped on that beat? Ooh, ooh, it's sad day. Sticky, icky, icky. Who else? System on blast. You telling me there ain't no Outkast type shit?
No, that's more Andre.
They were together.
No, 2 different styles.
No, they were both.
Different styles.
Both of them was on Bums Over Baghdad.
But that was early, right?
No, both of them was on Bums Over Baghdad.
Okay.
You thinking about like, hey, ya. And I'm not saying that they couldn't battle individually, but if they battle individually, keeping it a bean, Ludacris got everybody in the landslide because they don't got that many songs separately. Big Boy got a lot of songs separately, but Andre 3000 didn't really make that many songs separately. He's not like that. He didn't like. He's more of a quality over quantity type of dude.
Yeah.
If we talking about his solo career, now if we talking about albums, like what is it? Southern what is it? I forgot what it's called. I forgot the name of the album. It's like Southern Casualistic or something
Southern
like that.
Playalistic or whatever.
Southern Playalistic, yeah, Southern Playalistic or something like that.
Or what
You know what I mean? I ain't gotta wonder.
Oh, it's like elementary.
That's wild.
Oh, well, I'm here for all of those. You know, now keep in mind they came out in like '94 with their first one, but we got Southern Playalistic, Cadillac Music. We got AT Aliens, Aquemini, Stankonia, Speaker Box versus Love Below, and Idlewild, the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Right. But off of them jumps, we got a lot of motherfucking like the art of storytelling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But-
That was like the puppet video.
Right. And but you gotta remember how big these songs were.
Yep.
Like when you talk about hits, like Bums Over Baghdad played in urban, but it also played in non-urban because of its style.
Right.
Ludacris, same way.
Right.
I'm not going. It's not as far fetched as you making it seem. Ludacris literally dominated the same lanes and markets that they did, just because of those 3 factors. He is a very odd visualization person. He picks very odd beats. Most of his beats came from people like Pharrell and stuff like that, who don't make traditional.
I thought Ludacris should have went against Busta Rhymes. Like that would have been
that was the
my-
other person. That was the other person.
That would have been the person that I would have put him against. You know. what I'm
That
saying?
was the other person that I was gonna suggest. And same thing. Odd beats,
Right.
very odd visuals
Right.
that made these beats stick,
Right.
and very lyrical.
Yeah.
Think about Break Your Neck.
Right.
Boy, I used to love that fucking song. But that beat on its own,
Or Pastor Cavassier, my
right.
nigga.
Who's picking
Like,
those beats?
say,
Who's picking those beats if it ain't Bus?
dun, dun, dun.
Right. Who's picking? And right now, what I want you to fucking do
Just
is break your fucking neck. Don't like no. Who's rapping on that?
Busted, right.
Nobody but Bus. Just like I said, Southern Hospitality. Who's Cadillac Mills, Cadillac Grills? Check out the order. My Cadillac.
Spills.
You feel me?
Right.
Who doing that? If it ain't Luda.
Right.
They don't pick. Nobody ain't picking that beat.
Upside down. As everybody's
Right.
flipping on that. Right.
Right. But even when you go back to somebody like Outkast, Who
okay,
could have made
yeah,
Fresh and So Clean clean
You're right.
other than Outkast?
You're right.
I
just saw that video the other day. It was funny because,
the only people that would have picked that beat is the same people I'm naming.
Yeah.
Right. I can't even. You know what? You right. I can't even argue that. You right.
Y'all heard him right.
You right.
I have successfully
You right on
conveyed my point
Right.
in the debate.
Can't even argue that one. Y'all are
And-
completely right.
I now yield to the council. No, seriously though. Those are,
Yeah, because both of you, that just, yeah.
bro. Those are some very good verses. Those are the ones we need to see. Like I feel like with these verses, I feel like what they doing is they just doing it off of like, I don't know if it's popularity or they just doing it like just off of who respond. I don't know, but like if we talking about actually matchmaking,
I think now that Apple involved, it's
gonna
let's see
yeah.
who we can get
Yeah.
to draw the most people.
Well, if it's Apple though, I feel like they should definitely be able to do it the opposite because you got Apple backing you. Because like, let's keep it a bean. Babyface should have never ever been in anybody's screen talking about battling them if it ain't Quincy Jones. Who can, bro? Do people not realize how long Babyface is 62? He just looks that young. Babyface got shit like from the late, I think if I'm not mistaken, late 70s.
Damn.
Babyface been doing this shit. He's literally responsible for the 90s music. Not kinda. Most of them groups that went on to be Hall of Fame groups, he was the one that was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you a deal. Or yeah, let me do that. Let me show you how to do this on this track. Outside of his own individual hits, his own individual career, which was very successful. Like, the people that he produced, now don't get me wrong, Teddy Riley was responsible for the New Jack Swing,
Yeah.
which is a style of music within the 90s.
Right.
But Babyface was responsible for the 90s. That's different. That's like a nigga that had a hot verse or a hot line, and you made it a hot song. Two different things. Like, he had a very good pocket within there that he was, boys, you know what I'm saying? He was rocking that shit, but overall, you ain't making a dent. Like, and I know he thankful to the Lord that, you know, people as nice as they are. Cause he should not have been in the same room with Babyface on no verses. Yeah. Shouldn't nobody, if it ain't Quincy Jones, somebody that's responsible for people like Michael Jackson and done shit with like, you see what I'm saying? Whitney Houston and people like that.
Bro.
What up?
That Smokey Robinson song.
You know what? Gang banging. Gang banging. Hanging on the corner. Gang banging. Selling that rock. Gang banging. Who the fuck was in the studio and didn't stop they man? Whose man is this? Would have been my question.
That was the funniest shit of the summer to me.
This your man? Get your mans. He wildin' right now. This ain't gonna be it. Smoke. Like that shit was unheard of until 2020. That's how bad it was. Niggas didn't even know he made that song until it became like a retweeted video.
Niggas that drink wine like want cheese and shit. Like, after that shit, like,
Bro.
was this the?
Bro, what the fuck was that? You feel me? Like, gang banging. Shout out to Smokey Robinson, who is by far one of the pioneers. And make no mistake, he can still fuck your grandma. So let's not get too far ahead. He can still fuck your grandma. She'll still give up that old ass pussy to Smokey, given the opportunity. Hips might not work, but she's still gonna try to make it work. I guarantee you. Oh my God. Ain't I a stinker? But yeah, no, on that versus shit, bro. Yeah, I feel like it's a perfect time to have it. But yeah, I feel like they just need to get a little bit better with the verses. Now I couldn't agree to that because, like I said, by far, I mean, you say Chainz, bro. I can't see Chainz doing anything to Ross, man. Like he got I'm different. Of course, he got Duffel Bag Boy, which everybody love. He got shit like that, but I think once it's just like how it was when DMX started playing his shit. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be the opposite because it's Ross that's gonna be doing that. Like DMX was already thought to not have enough hits to hit him with, but then this nigga started playing shit that you forgot about. They don't know who we be. Like this nigga used to be that nigga. Like niggas forget. X gonna give it to you. Like he was at one point. You know what I mean? Like the whole Rough Riders clique. Like Eve came, made her bread, and went on to do other things. Had a TV show. Like, that's how big he was making motherfuckers, like, off that label. Swizz. Off the Rough Riders projects, yeah. Like, ain't enough respect given. Like, you know what I mean? But, yeah, like, verses-wise, that's going to be the opposite effect with 2 Chainz. Like, he going to have some songs that you going to beat and forgot. But Ross got so many tracks that he done to the point that his saturation has made his appreciation go down. Like, you don't, like, and I hate to reference LeBron. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I hate LeBron. Oh, my God. He's, not for the normal reasons. I hate LeBron because why y'all comparing him to Jordan? Y'all, you either, if you was alive and you seen Jordan, you wouldn't do that. You would never do that. Like, the only people that ever do that is some people that obviously never watched Michael Jordan play live. That's the only people I ever see do that. I don't never see nobody that's like, that actually know what's up. I mean, like, one old head, they be like, yeah, LeBron better than Jordan. That's not, like, if you ever seen Michael Jordan play, you know that. But in reality, LeBron dropped 35, 8, and 8 every night to the point that you start forgetting that motherfuckers don't drop 35 points in their whole career sometime. Motherfuckers don't drop 35 points. They be a motherfucking career high. They best game of all time. They calling their mama and telling her to watch it. Did she ask her, did she DVR the shit? You know what I'm saying? Because they know this shit is going to never happen again. Like, yeah. And LeBron does this shit on a nightly basis to the point where you like, 35, 8, and 8. Oh, that nigga sucked. He didn't even do shit. 35, 8, and 8. He didn't do shit.
Yeah, you should have got 12 rebounds against these niggas.
Like, you start critiquing some shit that, like, you forget, like, bro, you couldn't get 35, 8, and 8 in the streets. Fuck a NBA. You couldn't get 35, 8, and 8 at a high school game.
It always be them niggas, too.
You couldn't get 35, 8, and 8 at your intramural. You couldn't get 35, 8, and 8 at your local rec center. You could not get 35, 8, and 8 in your church league, motherfucker. Like, this shit ain't like 35, 8, and 8 on a regular basis to the point where you average 35, 8, and 8. You couldn't do that. The only way you can do that is you playing against all 12-year-olds. And even then, I don't think you're going to average 35, 8, and 8. Some games going to be... You're not going to go off every game. Right. Well, one 12-year-old going to be colder than you thought he was or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. But with that, like I'm saying, that's the effect you got. You know what I mean? It'd be an effect where the saturation of how many times you've seen Ross, like Rick Ross, you know what I mean? At first, maybe he was like a eye-catching person, but after a while, he become a staple. Like, let's put it in perspective. If I'm not mistaken, Ross came out at about the same time that Wayne became the best rapper alive. Wouldn't that be accurate? Not when Wayne's career started. I'm talking about when he first started dropping DJ Drummer, Gangsta Grills, and shit like that. Oh, your boy be touching nerves, I know, man. But I'm a real motherfucker. You can't dispute the shit I'm saying, though. You see what I'm saying? And just to be safe, I'm going to just hit that good old Google one time. You know what I mean? Let's see. Lil Wayne Gangsta Grills. Gangsta Grills. I'm spelling everything but Gangsta Grills. It's all good though. The Dedication came out. I gotta remember that. In '05.
Dedication 1. That was a classic.
Dedication 1?
Yeah.
By far.
That's up there with No Ceilings. And,
That's when Wayne started to make that note. Port of Miami came out 06.
Mm-hmm.
Who's still relevant? Who more relevant right now? Who more relevant right now? Music wise.
You right.
Ross dropped some hot shit.
Right.
You gonna check it out.
Right.
Wayne dropped some hot shit. Yeah. Cause his last few projects, yeah, so. Ross never lost his level. Maybe he wasn't the best of all time, and he wasn't the worst of all time. But he one of them players that literally just always gave you what he was gonna give you. He never missed. He still ain't. That's why when he get on the feature, it's still the same energy.
Yeah.
Right now to this day. You want to hear what he got to say? Wayne, he peaked. Called a spade. And then don't get me wrong, Wayne, of course, still got a big-ass fan base, but
Yeah.
you don't get to be the best rapper in the world by the consensus and then not have a fan base. You're going to always have somebody that's going to listen. But Ross, keep getting new fans. Ross, keep reinventing himself and getting new people. Ross used to be a bald-head fat nigga. Now he's a skinny nigga with, like, the whatever they call that shit. Now you got the fade again. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's literally reinvented his image so many times that he can keep coming out, keep being on your screen and shit because you ain't tired of seeing him. Wayne kind of fell off with that after he grew the dreads out, and then they fell out.
You went there.
I mean, it be like that. Don't get me wrong. Right now, I'm a bald head hoe. So I ain't, judging. I'm just saying. Tis what it is. And so Wayne image ain't nothing you can really put on that screen no more. Ross, most recently, was in the tabloids because his house was used for the shooting of what? Coming to America 2. How big does it make you seem when these movie companies are out here paying you to use your house to represent what a king might live in?
Yeah, that's pretty much up there. Pretty much.
To the point they had to give you a part in the movie just to do it. And they're paying you to use your normal house that you live in, take shits in, to represent what a king might stay in.
Yeah. It's pretty baller.
So if you never heard of Ross, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's pretty baller.
I mean, that nigga.
The first
Chainz
time
be-
you heard of Ross,
That nigga Chainz be doing the expensivest shit, bro. Like,
Right, but that's
And that's
Can't beat that
baller.
right now.
Chainz, he be
that's-
doing most
that's
expensive.
his.
He be testing,
That's
you know,
his.
different shit and yeah.
Right.
But-
then he goes to other
I
stuff
mean,
and
Diamond
he's-
Water, my nigga.
Right,
Fucking-
but it's not his. This
They-
is not his.
Warner Brothers is calling you,
Right.
saying we got a movie that we need to shoot, and we need a movie location, and the only place we can think of that would be actually apt to what we're thinking of is to use your house. So let me ask you a question: what would it take for us to be able to use your house for this movie? They're not
This-
doing that to Chainz.
Right.
Most expensive is ain't doing that for Chainz.
That don't mean that nigga don't got that type of
Or
career,
got
bro.
offers, right? But I'm just
Oh, no,
saying.
I
in
ain't
this
saying-
I'm just saying,
situation-
bro. Like,
No,
we
ain't
need you
nobody
to.
calling Chainz broke.
Right.
we
But we know Rick Ross got
We need
54
you
wings
to
stop
be
that.
the
Nobody
nigga
said
that
that.
test everything that's expensive that we can find.
We ain't calling
Right.
Chainz broke. I'm not calling Chainz broke, but we know Rick
mean,
Ross
I
got
know you're
54
not,
wing
but-
stops.
But in that situation,
We
when
know
it
that.
comes to that situation,
You can't. That ain't.
as of
compete.
right now, I don't think
That's
I think because I mean that's pretty
Bro,
much on point. That's I can't.
They
can't even
called
argue
him
that one.
because they're shooting a movie where Prince Akeem and King Jaffe Joffa has to be in somewhere that looks like a royal palace, and the only thing they can think of is your shit. They could have went anywhere in the world, and they chose Atlanta, Georgia. Because I mean,
That's where people shooting a lot of shit at anyway.
I know, but who else got a 100-room mansion with the second largest pool in the U.S.? How many of those you gonna see?
Yeah.
Maybe Jay-Z, Elon Musk, right? Who are we? You know who we talking about at that point, right? We talking about creme de la creme.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
Oh, I be
was not
talking
aware
that
of
shit.
I was not aware of that. That's crazy.
Yes, right. That's
Why?
the literally of unfathomable
Right.
thought. Like
Right.
To
100
own-
rooms, 100 rooms.
to own a 100-room mansion, 100+ room, 109 to be exact. You cannot stay in that house, and actually, there's no way he's been in all those rooms equally. Like he would literally have to dedicate.
Each day is for
I'm
per
gonna record a
room.
verse in each room.
He'd have to dedicate specific
Time.
time
A chick in each room.
that he planned on being in each room in order to say, I've been in every room in my house.
Yeah.
And if he did it day by day, it would take him a third of the year.
You wouldn't even know if somebody was in your house.
It would take him a third of a year to go to every room in his house day by day.
Say that again.
It would take him 1/3 of a full calendar year
you're right.
to go to every house every room in his house day by day.
Oh, man. Y'all can keep going. I'm just gonna pee.
Where you going, bro? Nigga taking bathroom breaks on us.
Yep.
Hurry back. But no, seriously, it'll take a third of a day, bro. I mean, a third of a year, a third of a full calendar year. Like, think about you living in something that it takes you literally fucking a third of the year. 33% of the year is gone in the time it takes one person to go to every room in your house.
And there's a good chance that
And
you
spend
might not-
time in there.
You might not ever be able to spend that much time in each room.
Right. So I'm saying that's what I'm saying. This is if you on an actual planned out ordeal
Right.
where you're gonna say every day I'm gonna spend enough time in this room to get acquainted with it.
That's wild.
Every day
That's wild.
I'm gonna spend it in a different room. It'll still take you a third of the year.
That's wild.
And you know, on reality, who got time like that?
Nobody.
Nobody. So it's gonna take you way longer. It probably take you a full year just to get through the house. Like even 50 Cent said.
That'd be nerve wracking though, right? I mean, I'd be like, oh, like, I didn't know you were staying here. Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah,
But yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit is unreal. Like a 109-room mansion. I mean, Who would have ever thought it? You feel me? Now me, I don't want no 109 room mansion. I'm gonna be real with you. Here's why. I don't like getting out of my current bed in my bedroom and turning off the light. I could not imagine having to walk through a house that's that fucking big. I don't want a house that big because I'm lazy. And I don't want to do all that fucking walking. I have to buy a Segway just to get through my motherfucking house.
Deion Sanders, that hoe.
Yeah. I mean, I think I could do a good. I would want a decent sized crib, but
What's a decent size? Because decent to you might be excessive to someone else.
yeah. I mean, like
I.e. 100 rooms.
if I was like ridiculously balling, you know what I'm saying, and
If I was
I could get some
ridiculously
shit
balling,
like-
I'm talking about Jeff Bezos.
a good
money.
8 to 12 rooms, you know what I'm saying, but like spaced out, like
If I had Jeff Bezos money, I'd still buy a condo. I'm that lazy.
I would have a condo for myself.
I don't want to walk through all of them rooms.
I would have a condo for myself, like
What got me that way is when I stayed in, like, you know how you want to stay in them upscale apartments and shit. Yeah, oh, you got the island and all of that with the in garage parking and shit and all of that. Boy, that shit used to be a motherfucking workout every day. Not that I don't like to work out, but I don't want to work out when I'm in my house. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I used to have to park on the roof, come down like 5 flights of stairs, then walk around like a corridor of hallways to get to my shit.
Wow.
Every day. When now I pull up to my garage, that's my garage. I park my shit in my garage. I walk to my fucking door.
Right.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing all of that. That's ridiculous.
Right.
I think like right now, like the most that I would want is probably like a good like 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? Something that's not just
Yeah,
like
no.
ridiculously-
I could see something. I could see maybe 10 rooms, and that's just being on
yeah,
my
8 to
that's on
12 like balling, like ridiculously balling.
That's on
like
my
8 to
excessive
12.
side.
Yeah,
8 to 10 rooms. Anything more than that, I don't want it. Now, that's just me personally. I'm not saying that anything is wrong with you having 10 bathrooms where you can shit all day, a la Wayne, or any of that. I'm just saying that I don't want those type of things. All right. This nigga gotta go right now, y'all. Y'all say bye to him. He gone. Security, come get this nigga. Take a walk, bro. just start walking. See where it take you, bro. You might learn a few things. I don't know. But fuck talking about what another nigga got. I can't do that for too long, man. Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
Now, for the people that, smoke, I'm pretty sure y'all all remember. You know what I mean? This is the Poet Podcast, but we do a little razzle-dazzle every now and again. What do you think about the first time you took an edible? I ain't ever took one that got me, like, suited. I don't take edibles or nothing like that, you know what I mean, for legal reasons. But
that nigga hit the ultimate disclaimer.
you feel me? I am not a crook. You understand?
No animals were harmed
But
in the making of this movie.
right?
you feel me? But I remember the first time I tried some bud, man, and it was the funniest shit in the world to me. I don't know what y'all think, but it was just some Reggie. But I'm from Mississippi, and the Kush. Oh, who is this nigga? Get your mans.
Nigga, the dude.
Now you on my podcast talking. Shut up. We got an audience today, people. It's all good.
Moment, bro. That's gonna be the funniest shit ever.
We got an audience. It's all good, though, people. We growing, you know what I mean? Soon it'll be a live studio audience all with y'all, you know what I mean? Live and direct. You did. Woo! That's when we bring out the, special guest you did. Featuring Morris Chestnut. I don't know who the fuck we gonna get. But back to what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Rudely by might I ask you. Like, I want to put a big R on that, capital R. You know what I mean? Size of fucking Maine. That's some good shit, by the way. I ain't gonna even hold you. Shout out to the Poor Podcast. But first time I was probably 15, bro. And
Damn.
I waited a long time for everything.
Oh no.
But I wasn't a smoker before or after this. But in Mississippi, the Kush, I think it's Dro at max. Some watered down some hyped up mid. But Mississippi Reggie, top of the line. I'm talking about underscore cap. Top of the line. You under dig?
Not familiar, not from the area.
I would imagine. But if you want me to get you some out, I'll see if it's still available.
I can see where Mississippi would probably be the king of the Reggie.
Backwoods.
Backwood podunk, man.
Growing all types of shit.
I'll see if it's available, although I don't partake, you know what I mean? I don't procure, you know what I mean, for legal reasons. Anything except legal things. I am not a crook. But nonetheless, so Mississippi Reggie is top of the line. Strong ass shit. Not like strong as in it get you litter than some medicinal or rapper weed or nothing like that. But for it to be Reggie, you can definitely get a very good vibe going on. I decided to try some bud when I was 15 for statute of limitation purposes. So quite a bit ago, you know. You can't test me for it and find it, but I was on the football team, and I didn't know position tryouts would be the same day that I tried weed.
Oh, wow.
So
That was not a smart move at all.
listen, I
It
didn't
seem
know
like that was very smart.
that position tryouts would be the same day. I didn't know any of this. So
Ooh, life lesson coming.
I remember the dude. I remember his name, but I think it was like T-Bone, if I'm not mistaken. What's his name? No, it wasn't Tony Bone. It was damn, what was that boy name? His name was Tracy something. I think like Davis. I'll remember his name in a second. But I'm just saying, shout out to him. That's the only reason I'm putting him on there. You know what I'm saying? You under dig. I know. You know what I mean? Pull up to you. And I don't know why. You know, I know why. because in high school in general, I was a good boy. I wanted to learn and go home, primarily because motherfuckers like to be street and shit like that, but I'm really from the streets. Like I was a part of the poverty, so I was in them streets, and I didn't want to be from that at all. I feel like, you know what I mean, Uncle Elroy. As soon as I got some money, I was out. You dig? I was gone. And I said I wasn't gonna do that, but I did it. I don't give a fuck. Rancho Cucamonga it is, goddammit. But my dude, I guess, thought it would be cool to get me high. He was like, bro, we finna go smoke. You trying to smoke? And I was like, you know what? Because I'm a very unimpressionable person, or very unpressured person. I decide when I do shit. I mean, the first time I ever started smoking, like, as in, like, a current thing, I was of legal age, 21. And I'm 30 right now, so statute of limitation purposes. I'm getting to the story, people. Y'all just wait. It's the Poor Podcast. I got a little sauce, and then, you know, it's what it is. Look, Uzi vert shoulder roll on you. But 15, we was behind the house. I said, you know what? I'm gonna hit it a couple times. Didn't even know how to smoke. My dude had to show me. So basically, you pull and then you suck in. That was what he told me.
Right.
I did that a couple times. It was like one blunt. And when I tell you I got so high, I felt like gravity didn't exist, I'm not joking. But I chose to do this. Just one moment, people. Excuse me, sir. With the phone? Turn your fucking phone on silent or I will beat your ass.
So hostile.
Okay? Okay? We on the same page? We on the same page?
Aye.
We on the same page, okay. Okay.
Shit.
Last interruption, right?
You want to pull up real quick?
You can get a shot, sir, but I will beat your ass.
I mean, I get to be in your little podcast.
Well, with that, you absolutely cannot have a shot. You can only have a shot from my gun. You pick the one you want.
I want this one.
Oh, I can big AR you now.
Gun, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. Shit. Like, I ain't even that big of a problem.
I'm sorry. I ain't know which one you wanted. You get to pick the one. You start walking up on me aggressively, I gotta, I don't know what you're doing. I felt threatened, officer. So I felt threatened. I'm in my establishment and he walking up on me with glass bottles and stuff.
Just looking for a reason.
I'm not gonna shoot Chris's brother, but anybody else. Shout out to Jay Prince. But where was I?
Oh my God.
So I'm stepping wild because I feel like I'm in moon boots, gravity. Today is the day that we're gonna find out who plays offense and defense. This is how I became a defensive end. This is the story about how I became a defensive end / left middle linebacker and middle linebacker. I thought I got hands, right? Like pretty much any pass you throw to me, I'll catch. But today was the day I decide I'm going to try some weed. I don't know what weed smoke like. I don't know how high you get. I'm thinking, all these motherfuckers be in class high. Right? Not so bad. Not so hard.
I have no idea.
I
You feel
know.
me? So
I was there.
So
Not there with you, but
I'm trying to try out for offense. Cause I got hands, you dig? And I can catch pretty much anything that's in my vicinity. But on this particular day, I done got too motherfucking zooted. To the point that I'm zooted. Oh yeah, my boy getting a handful over there. You see him. He got
no, I was like,
he got quite a bit. He gonna have to eat all them hoes. And all of them got vodka in them. Shout out to Chad.
I'm trying
Matter of
to
fact,
see how.
cheers on
everybody
that
going
cup.
At it, you know what I'm saying?
Cheers on that cup.
Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah, it wasn't
Not
as
much.
much as I thought it would be.
So the coach is Coach Leonard Crutchfield.
Those do be hidden though. Like,
And they run us on position drills. So I'm trying out for wide receiver, tight end, all of that. And I know I'm gonna be good. I don't know exactly what happened because I didn't have the film, but this is what I surmised. It would be situations where they would tell me to run a route. Let's say it's a post. I know a post, you know what I mean? 10 yards up, cut.
in.
You dig?
Yep.
But for some reason, I would do everything in fast forward. So in my head, the quarterback already threw the ball.
Oh.
And I'm running to jump and catch it. But in But in reality, the ball either hasn't been thrown or it's been thrown at a different position. So I run up, post, 10 yards and cut, quarterback throw a fade. Or I run up and 10-yard post. I jump to catch the ball that is literally 20 yards from me. Hasn't made it yet. Not even close to being there. Like, not even close. Like, to the point that I'm like, Only thing I remember was Coach saying, Corns, what the fuck are you doing?
Shit.
So I gotta just play it off because I can't let them see my. So I keep my helmet on. I'm like, I'm good, coach. He's like, nope. This ain't gonna work. All right, you play defense. And that's how I started on my defensive career. Now, being zooted and playing defense is a little easier because I have to tackle a person. I don't have to predict the timing of when a ball is coming to me, the height, the angle, you know what I mean? That type of shit. So I was able to perform regularly in that regard. But for offense, from that point on, it was just assumed that I sucked ass at offense. When in reality, I can catch anything you throw at me, and I can throw really good. But you only get one time to try out.
Right.
It's not like you could be like tomorrow, hey, coach, try me at wide receiver again. I think I'm going to prove you wrong. And so that's how I became a defensive end / linebacker. Now, you got zooted off of edible. Me personally, never hit me. What about you? You got zooted too?
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Go ahead. Do your thing. Share your experience.
I ate a whole Rice Krispie one time. The first time, that shit was. I thought I was chilling the whole day. You know what I'm saying? Didn't think I had any responsibilities going on. Wife come in. We got basketball practice at 6 o'clock. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, ooh. Like nigga, I'm sitting there. We watching Paw Patrol. Like blazing the monster machine going, and I'm there for all of that. Like we gotta get up. We gotta get everybody ready. I'm like, fuck.
So it's kicked in already.
Yeah. Get to the gym. I'm like, all right, normal practice. I don't got to do nothing. I'm sitting here. I got an hour. Let me get my shit together.
Right.
I need all the dads on the court. I'm like, fuck.
Did you forget it was Daddy Court Day?
It's never been that before.
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
See, that's how it was for me with the offensive tryouts. I come to practice to lift weights. Zooted, think I'm just going to lift weights. But today is the day they want to try to decide who going where. But go on.
Yeah. So I'm running around the court like, fuck. Like, they little kids, so it's cool. Mm-hmm. I can keep my shit together, but when I finally sit down, I'm like, it felt like a lot. If it was like some adult shit, like if it was like some YMCA, like my nigga age basketball, where I gotta focus, and it probably wouldn't have went too well. It probably wouldn't have been a good experience for me.
So what did you do on Daddy Court Day?
You just gotta guard them, and you gotta make sure that they go into certain spots and shit. So, like, I was able to focus.
So you got shook.
No,
That's what I heard. He got his ankles broke.
I had to put in more effort, like actually like moving around. Like normally as a dad on the side, you like, hey, like move over here, do this, like get your hands up. Like little kids, like basketball wise, they don't understand like defenses. You know what I'm saying? Get your hands up, like move your feet and stuff like that. They don't.
Of course not. But your girls do.
Yeah.
Got some little LeBrons over there.
Right.
You know what I mean? What about you, old Chadrick? How they go?
I was in class. I was in a bake class, and you know how when there's like some suspicious
Chef people.
So when there's like some suspicious activity going on, you just kind of feel it, right? So I was over there. I was getting ready and shit. Got my mise en place and shit, and
I don't even know what that is.
you're ready, shit. Get all your stuff together, ready. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go.
Hey,
got
brother,
this,
you the
got
only
this,
chef in the building.
Got this. So anyway, I'm getting ready, and I look over at this individual, kind of catches my eye, and she's talking to other people, and she's like, I see from a distance, she's like, gives her 2 cookies. I'm like, the fuck? Like, why is she being all just kind of like real discreet with it? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, Sarah. That's not her name, but we're gonna go with Sarah, right? Sarah, what kind of cookies are those? She was like, oh, they're just molasses something. I was like, oh wow. I was like, you're selling those? She was like, something like that. I'm like, oh, well, how much are they? She was like, well, I don't know if you want these. I was like, well, why not? Why would I want these cookies? I was like, I like cookies, right? Let me get some milk and cookies, right? No.
I want some milk and cookies.
Right. So.
I want some milk and cookies.
She's like, well, she was like, do you partake? Do you blaze? I was like, oh, well, yeah, I do. She was like, but you ever had like an edible before? I'm like, nah. She's like, okay, well, here, have this. And I'm like, what? She's like, you can either eat the whole thing or you can eat half. And I'm like, well, can I buy another one just in case? Because, I don't know when I'm going to see her. She might not be in class, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Never know. So I got another one. She sold it to me for like, I don't know, some change or whatever. So I had ate half of it before I left class. I'm anxious. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had nothing to smoke on the way home or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And where I was driving from North Dallas off of Park Lane.
Where you going? For people description, I'll give them a description.
Say again?
Where were you going?
Stop 6, Fort Worth.
So my dude is driving like an hour.
It's about 45.
Okay, so somehow y'all equate like 47 minutes to being like not like an hour. Okay, he was driving 45 minutes, people.
45, 40. You know what I'm saying? It's a good little distance, and I'm gonna hit that.
Like an hour is 45 minutes, just to be clear.
That's cool.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Okay. So anyway, she was like, I ate half of it, and I was like, When I first ate it, I was just like, I can taste it, but I was like, I don't wanna, get that bullshit. I wanna eat the whole thing. So I ate the other half, and she was like, hey, just to let you know what I'm saying, you might wanna wait for that whole thing just in case. And I'm like, well, it's too late. I already ate it. She was like, oh, well, I hope you get home safely. And then, and I'm like, what? And I'm just kind of like, and I looked at her like, now, my ego kick in, and it's like, motherfucker, you don't know me. Like,
I'm gonna get home safe, bitch.
This shit. Right, I do this shit. I got this. I'm not stupid. Well,
it always be like that, bro. Like, niggas don't know until they get to that point, and you like, oh shit. Like,
bro, at that time in my life, I thought I had been high as I could be when it comes to things. We've partaked in things, you know what I'm saying? And this is pre-fest. Pre-fest, you know what I'm saying? So, right. So,
by the way, I don't know what he's talking about. For legal purposes, I've never been to any fests.
Right, it's a gathering where, this is pre-pandemic where we all gathered, listened to music, and hung out and enjoyed great food.
And hung out.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, congregated. Yeah.
Congregated amongst the congregation. You under the dig?
So.
I cheers to that.
So, I remember this shit like it was crazy because I remember seeing Six Flags. During this time over in that area, the cops are hot. Even to this day, they still hot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'd make sure I was doing the speed limit. Well, during this time, they had construction. So it was like 50, 55. And I swear I could not. It started kicking in. Like, I was just like, what's going on? Like, why is the road going like this? It's going like that, but I can't keep up with it. My eyes can't focus on the road like it's supposed to. So I'm just kind of just going straight with it. You know what I'm saying? Fortunate there was no laws around, you know what I'm saying, that could see this type of situation that went on.
I like to send out a special fuck you to the police right quick. On. I don't want to go too far without saying fuck 12. You know what I mean? In all aspects of the game, y'all do minimal work. Y'all find all the people that are not a threat to society, and then serial killers run out here for like 10 years, killing like 15 different women before y'all catch them. So I don't feel like you did a good job. Because if I fucked up,
it's even more than that. Because like on one podcast, I forgot, it was like one dude had made it to like the 600s or some shit.
Right. And before y'all catch them, if I don't do a good job the first time, at a job, I'm probably fired. That's what I mean. Or the third time, I'm definitely gone. But, y'all go ahead and keep letting them kill, as many people as y'all want before y'all go find them while y'all out sitting around their highways giving out police citations for speeding because someone did 72 in a 60. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
Yeah, so by this time, you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of trying to figure out, like, what's going on. Like, why am I so fucked up? Like, and it's coming like in a short wave, but I'm high. I know I'm high. By this time, I'm by East Chase on 30, and I done slowed down to a smooth 40. I can only do 40 all the way to fucking Barry. I get to Barry, exit off of there, go down all the way down to Village Creek. By the time I got home, I swear, I felt like I was drunk. I couldn't do shit. All I could do was lay down, close my eyes. Couldn't go to sleep though because I was so fucked up. I couldn't. I never thought that would be that type of a high.
Yeah.
And from that point on, I was like, oh wow, this is.
Man, I know edibles stay in your system for like 8 hours, so.
I seen niggas pass out on the floor on them hoes.
Look,
like,
bro, I used to, damn, I can't remember this dude's name. I used to work at this. Actually, I ain't gonna say why I used to work, cause it might identify him. But I used to hang with this one vegan dude. He was so vegan. He used to eat the weed straight out the bag. I
know
mean,
some people do
he'll
that.
order an ounce. He'll take a nug and just eat that bitch. Edibles. What he called them. That's how vegan he was. Shout out to all the vegans.
It doesn't react the same way.
It
but,
doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all the pears. All the pears,
We
you
back
feel
with the
me?
Ross. We back with the Ross.
You underdig me. Sprinkle me, man. You know, I keep it in theme. Look, topics is the topics. I ain't gonna miss the subject you underdig. But, yeah, no, that's a very unfortunate scenario. Me personally, I've never had a edible scenario like that. Mainly because I don't partake in any of that because for legal purposes. I'm very much so a saint.
You know, I remember this one time. There was 3 wise men that went to a gathering of with a plethora of people. Right?
A plethora.
Right. And these 3 wise men decided to bring people with them, and they decided to hang out amongst the people.
Mm-hmm.
And they went on a space odyssey and decided to mix all types of crazy, outlandish, universal planets and, dust of the stars of things, right?
Yeah, they went to different spots and found different things and
Right. Very interstellar-like.
yeah, they left a trail and they used some of that trail to add to what they.
Correct. Right.
So it was even cosmic dust that they was following up on?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
It was very spiritual in a sense. I remember one gentleman that I had ran into that had experienced some of that space odyssey. Was walking in a circle. And it seemed like that circle was kind of caved in on him.
You know what? I can recall a time when a wise man once seen the curvature of the earth.
You know, that same wise man, I think I saw him too. And from my perspective of what I was seeing, he was walking around in a circle with his head like this.
Mm-hmm.
And was like, yo, I can see the curvature.
I feel like it's only because
Space
the only
Odyssey.
way that he could
Space Odyssey.
write the curvature of the earth was to tilt his head to equal his equilibrium.
Right.
Now I could have been wrong, but
Now, sometimes people don't experience things with maybe edibles, but sometimes they decide to go on a space odyssey. And they,
Atlantis is back to you. Shout out to the Ozzy brothers for that voyage to Atlantis. You know what I mean? Which of course is under the sea. But I just thought of that when you said Space Odyssey. Because wow, You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want to do that? And you just brought up a very valid point to me. So, did y'all know 2 things are going on? Right now, Tom Cruise is shooting a movie that he just signed a $200 million deal for that will be filmed in outer space. Mm-hmm. Along with Elon Musk finally getting SpaceX off the ground, which will allow people to go to space for a cool $1 million. Now,
That's crazy because he got the SpaceX shit off a couple years ago.
which
where
one
it
is
made
more
it seem
impressive?
like he
Which
sent,
one is
like, a
more
car
impressive to
out
y'all?
of space? But it was like, did the car really like?
Right. That's that.
Which one is more impressive to y'all?
I mean,
Impressive is a strong word. What I mean is, which one makes a bigger impression on y'all?
Elon Musk like being behind the whole shit really it's not surprising. Them picking Tom Cruise,
that is a weird
it's not
dude.
really surprising.
Elon Musk is a weird dude, by the way.
Yeah,
Just to be clear, like he be saying a lot of outlandish statements. Like when I say outlandish, he be like,
yeah. That's why him picking Tom Cruise. It's not like
"You dig?" So it's a full circle type of effect.
mm-hmm.
But Elon Musk is trying to send people to outer space for $1 million, which is actually very cheap, considering what space explorations cost. So,
yeah.
Shout out to Cocktail Caviar. I like them.
I knew as soon as he hit that, he was like, "Hold up."
Tasty motherfuckers right there. You under dig? Tasty. Let me talk to you. Tasty. You know what I mean? And shout out to that sponsorship that's soon to come. Cocktail Caviar. You know what I mean? You feel me? Noble Vodka. You dig? We out here. You see us. We ain't bullshit. We putting on. You under the dig?
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, you know what I mean?
I would kind of.
Would y'all go to space
lie.
if you could?
I mean, if I could go to space, I would. But
Well, you can. We just gotta get our money up. But nevertheless, would you?
That used to be one of my dreams to go to outer space, do all that shit.
I don't want to go to outer space.
If
I want to
it-
go to the outer limits of space.
I mean, shit.
Going
I'd
out
rather
of space,
go-
flying outside of the Earth. They got planes that hover at 70,000 feet above altitude, so that doesn't do anything for me. If we're not talking about actually traveling that travel,
Yeah, getting out of the atmosphere and
Right.
doing some shit.
then I'm not interested.
Right.
Speaking of which, not to get too scientific, do y'all know how long it would take us to reach the next galaxy that's closest to us?
Talking about some light years, right?
Alpha Centauri.
Right.
Oh yeah, your boy is cultured. You under dig?
Like 3 light years or some shit like that.
Something like that. You know how long a light year is?
Fucking 186. No. Fucking.
It's like-
a long fucking distance.
Yes. It's
How
a-
they measure how
Right.
much of the distance, right? Gotcha.
It'll take us like 100,000 years,
Right.
unfortunately. So what that means is,
But
For all the
speed of light
people-
travels.
they have witnessed alien encounters. You can't go and get them. They can only get you. I believe people have had alien encounters. I do believe in that. I believe that as far as us being a planet,
Wasn't it some shit a couple weeks ago? There was like UFOs actually exist, and they was.
oh yes. The
starting
government
to-
confirmed that UFOs actually exist. The thing is, though, those technologies would have to be light years ahead of us because at the point
Niggas
where,
already know that shit because
where they can travel to us, you know, on the dig, then
Like if you believe in like one of the theories, like from where human existence come from, then like you would have to believe in aliens.
yeah.
like-
But the only problem,
and that's
with
just
that
one of the
is-
theories. Like
The only problem with that is the only way you can believe in those theories is if you also believe.
I mean, but niggas believe in everything though. Like,
Well, the only way you can believe in those theories is if you also believe that they can violate the laws of Newton and physics as well. So, because what's the speed of sound?
Mach 1?
No, not speed. Not the speed of sound, the speed of light.
186,000 miles?
Feet per second.
Right.
Which is as fast as anything can travel per the laws of physics, right?
Right.
The only way then that you can suggest space travel is by warp time.
By bending the
Oh, we getting
fabric,
deep tonight, y'all.
By bending the fabric and bringing it towards you.
Right, bending the fabric and bringing it towards you. Outside of that, it would have to violate the laws of physics. So in order for aliens to actually travel here, they would have to be coming outside of the laws of physics. Or maybe aliens exist on planets within our solar system and we just don't know it. Which I can also believe because, humans only think of human life or only think of life in terms of what humans understand, which is something that can have a I'm a little sauce. Habitable planet. You did? So when you talk about that, things like the movies that you see, that's when those concepts start to make a little bit more sense. Like a planet with only rock people, right?
Like never in the story or some shit.
You see what I'm saying? But that could exist because there's no true definition of life.
Perfect
One
example
thing
would be,
people, as humans that we do is we simplify everything to make sense on a human molecular level. If it doesn't make sense as a human, then it doesn't make sense. So there are potential beings that live in the absolute cold because absolute cold to them isn't actually cold. But to humans it is because we live at 98.6 degrees as a comfortable temperature. There's people that could potentially live on Mercury. You underdid?
Right on.
You see what I'm saying? Now, I ain't trying to take it too far off into the podcast because I get it. Y'all don't like learning, and y'all also don't like, you know what I mean, that weird shit that I be into. But, just a thought. I won't take it too far. I'll just say that. You know what I mean? Now, to bounce off that, Megan Thee Stallion finally spoke out about Tory Lanez. And
I was going to ask you about that shit.
ooh, finally spoke out. How y'all feel?
I was going to ask you if you think that nigga could make it. Like,
After doing something like that to one of our treasured queens, no. Here's why. Wrong time. Maybe when Pimp C was alive, R.I.P. to Pimp C. No disrespect to Pimp C, but Pimp C was hard on a hoe, and it was acceptable because Pimp C has a voice.
I don't think niggas like did anything like that though.
If you think Pimp C didn't influence these niggas' lives, you out your mind. Cause Pimp C would speak on other
I'm not
niggas.
gonna put it.
Pimp C would tell you.
This is
Jeezy did not sell no bricks for $17.5 because we couldn't get them for $17.5. You had to understand what he was saying because you would understand that Pimp C is that integrated into the culture that he know if a nigga can get a brick for $17.5 and that would make him upset. Which makes you look at Jeezy, second guess Jeezy, right? Well, Pimp C was hard on a bitch. If a bitch asks where my money at, it's in my pockets, you bitch. You understand? During that time, all that weak shit, it wasn't acceptable. If Pimp C was alive, I'm going to go ahead and say it. If Pimp C was alive, you wouldn't know one emotional rapper that you know.
that's bullshit because Zero is still doing his shit, and that nigga was like the ultimate train.
He not emo.
Fucking,
He's hood.
Nigga, them is the ultimate, like, Joe Budden, like, all them
I
niggas
hate
is-
you, bitch.
Them niggas is like the ultimate emotional, like, them niggas.
None of them niggas was
like-
like Juice WRLD. R.I.P.
You
to
wouldn't
the
have
dead.
Rod
I'm a
Wave or
controversial
Juice
person.
WRLD or none of them niggas if, like,
No.
Them niggas got kids, bro.
You think Juice World listened to Zero? Is that what you think?
I'm not saying that, but like somebody that they listen to, like inspired them. Like niggas just don't. You're an artist, bro.
Prince
like, you know how this
inspired
shit
them.
go. Like, I mean that's cool, and Prince came out a long time ago where he could have inspired some of the same niggas that I'm talking about, but
Prince inspired those artists.
yeah. I could see that shit too, but like at the same time, like when they come to hip hop, like the Pain niggas, like it's some niggas that got kids, bro, and niggas don't want to give them that credit.
Well, the reality is,
Nigga is sauce the fuck.
shout out to Caviar Cocktails.
That nigga is fucked up.
Oh, I'm saucy, but I ain't fucked up. I just wanted a little bit more caviar in my drink. So since I know about caviar in my drink, I can no longer drink regular drinks. I'm delivered. You under dig? Oh, I ain't missed a step. You under dig? Step right then. I love doing this podcast, by the way. Y'all ain't shit. What you gonna say? What you gonna say?
So you think he can make it? Like,
I just wanted to stir up my I wanted to stir up my cranberry juice with my vodka. I thank you though for your concern
yeah. I was just trying to see.
and well wishes. You did. Not like what I was saying.
Because I just want to know if, like, you
Pimp
think he
C.
can recover.
Who?
Like, Tory Lanez. Like,
Oh no, I don't think.
is there
he
a
can.
chance that he could pull the R. Kelly and fucking... Because it would be on that scale if he do recover. Like,
Well, this is what I think. I think that Meg Thee Stallion is a great PR person, right? What I mean by that, Meg Thee Stallion has swung the vote when she fucked her label. Let's keep it a bean. She signed a contract that she didn't like. She blew up. Then she decided she was gonna make those look
never
like
thought of it.
demons. Those people look like demons, and that's how she got her contract amended or dropped or whatever. But that's all she did because she has the public eye.
yeah. And she running with P and...
Because
fucking-
you know what a contract is? It's an agreement that you sign, that you agree to.
That 300.
But she didn't like the terms of it once she became Meg Thee Stallion because it would literally short her on a lot of her money. But in general, wasn't a bad deal. And in general, it was actually not a fucked up contract. It's just my opinion. Based on what was said about what the contract terms were and who she was at the time. Because they was advancing money to a person that was nobody, that was potential that destined to be and became someone that they believed in, but at the time, she wasn't that person. And her deal was pretty standard. But when you Meg Thee Stallion and you got leverage, a word people forget a lot, leverage, it changes how things go. But right now she's leveraging her popularity to be able to determine how that situation is viewed. and that's fine. I'm not saying she shouldn't, because she got shot in the foot. Black men abusing black women is not cool. Black men abusing any woman is not cool. Any man abusing any woman is not cool. But she is using her platform to be able to spin a narrative. So she's saying what she did not do and things like that when Tory Lane hasn't spoke out. But hers is, of course, going to get more traction because she's the victim in this scenario. And rightfully so. She got shot in the foot. But it nevertheless is going to leave a very small window for Tory Lanez to be able to explain anything. Now, the narrative is that what? Tory Lanez was getting his ass beat by Meg Thee Stallion. Let's keep it a bean. He was getting his ass beat by Meg Thee Stallion. And he shot her in the foot because she was acting up. Because she was upset about him talking to one of the Kardashians.
Yeah. I mean, like, as a dude, though, like, there's no scenario that I feel like I would have to, like, draw, like, a firearm on a woman unless she
As
draws...
a dude, there's no scenario where I would talk to any of the Kardashians if I'm fucking Meg Thee Stallion.
The only
I'm
scenario...
gonna keep it a bean.
The only scenario that I can see myself, like, pulling a gun on a female is, like, if you get me to your crib and you leave the door unlocked and there's some other...
The only time I'm pulling the strap,
Like,
is if you Gucci Mane me. You gotta Gucci Mane me for me to feel like I want to pull the strap.
if you set me up, then it's like, hold up, boom.
You're part of the squad. I'm shooting everything moving. Word to my mama. Everybody gonna die. Or y'all gonna kill me.
I don't see that scenario happen while you hanging around Kardashians.
So Meg probably was going off. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
You know I've been there. Females get a little handsy.
that's not
Women get a
happening.
little handsy when they get upset. Me personally, I guess it's due to my stature or whatever. I always attribute it to emotional distress. Like when you get upset, you want to punch something. When you get upset, you want to knock something out. Well, women have this thing called estrogen that makes them 10 times whatever you felt. So if you felt like you wanted to punch something, it would be almost impossible for her not to punch you.
I've been punched by a female before, and
Look here, brother.
I didn't feel like I wanted to shoot her.
I didn't feel like I wanted to shoot her either, bro. Look, bro. You might be able to see it, the camera won't, but I got a little scar on my eye. One time I scared my chick, and she gave me a great right cross. A great one. I mean, that shit split my shit like I was a boxer.
I got punched by a female because I was right about some shit. Like, I proved her wrong, and she was just like, boom, and I was just like,
So, I try not to call them females because they don't like that term. I call them women. Only because females
dude, guy.
don't like that term.
Well, you
That
do
was being
People-
facetious right there, if you're not sure.
It's part of the game, bro. It's part of the game. Dude, guy, man.
One man,
Yeah, like,
female, Under Armour. It's all the same shit, you know.
like a chick hit me, like, she was wrong. I was right. Boom. Did I want to shoot her? No. Let me step outside. Let me get my shit together. There's no way that on any level that I'm at that I'm going to put myself in a situation to where I'm going to fuck my whole shit up. Like, when I asked, like, do I think he can recover? Because, like, he was the hottest, like, quarantine nigga going besides fucking D-Nice with the fucking quarantine mixes. Yeah. Tory Lanez, he had the fucking, he had had his own like little radio shit going. Like that nigga,
Okay.
like online, like social media wise, like during the quarantine, like that nigga was on fire, bro.
Right,
like
Right.
this nigga was as hot as he had ever been. Like
I agree.
Right. How you fuck it all up?
now that you have possibly, because all the details ain't out there, he ain't said shit yet. Now that you've possibly shot Meg Thee Stallion, fresh off the fucking Beyonce feature and all that shit, like, no matter what you've done, like, do you think that this nigga can bounce back? And
Now I'm finna ask a controversial statement just because it just came to me and I'm with that shit. Do you think it was a publicity stunt?
Yes.
Do you think Meg Thee Stallion got shot in the foot on purpose and did it?
niggas
for
is talking about sending this nigga back to Canada and he can't come back, bro. Like, you can't.
deportation?
Yeah. Like,
You didn't answer the question though. Do you think it's a publicity stunt or not?
yes.
Chef Chad thinks it's a publicity stunt. What you think?
One thing, it's a Jenner, Kardashian involved, and it's not flooded. So, yeah.
So for the record, 2 out of 3 of the Pull Up podcast believe that Meg Thee Stallion was not in fact shot in the foot.
No,
But
I'm
in
not going
fact-
to say that.
She could have been shot.
I'm
but
not gonna say
for-
that.
For it though.
I'm not going to
Would
say
you,
it.
now damn, that brings another question. Would y'all get shot for the fame?
Some people do a little bit less for the fame. A lot less for the fame.
Oh yeah.
It's like
a
so
whole
many
bunch of dicks that don't get them nowhere.
It's so many unanswered questions in this shit that should be
There's a lot of
answered.
woulda, coulda, shouldas, and a lot
that-
of what ifs.
You kind of Lamar Odom shit got exposed more than this. Like, niggas knew that he was in a certain area that he wasn't supposed to be in, getting whatever he was getting when he OD'd. Same shit, but all the details is spilled. Like, Lamar Odom, NBA champion, blah, blah, blah. Like, not even the same accolades as a Tory Lanez, bro. Like, how many Grammys you got? Do he have one? Like,
How many championships? 2. Put some respect. Y'all don't quit disrespecting Lamar Odom like he wasn't nobody before the Kardashians. Lamar Odom always been Lamar Odom.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when it come to Lamar Odom and Tory Lanez, bro, like, niggas don't know shit about what just happened. But as soon as Lamar Odom was in his shit, like, everybody. It was the 2 hottest at the time when niggas wasn't doing shit, bro. Like, now everybody could talk about it. Is it a coincidence? It could be. Is it some real shit? It could be. Like,
So
I need,
that would mean that Meg Thee Stallion was fucking with Tory Lanez. Now that's where I bow out on the gossip
I can't say that because like, if you
I
look
don't
at
get in people's business.
no,
You know,
Tory Lanez radio, whatever he was doing, Meg Thee Stallion was on there all the time.
true say.
She was frequent.
I do say.
Yeah. During the
Shout out to
quarantine where
Jigga.
you locked down, like,
Sponsor us, nigga. What's up?
while you in a lockdown, like, frequently, like, y'all niggas is running mates. Like, it's not far fetched.
I would agree. I would agree. Me personally, I would say this is how I feel about it. I feel like no matter what the scenario is, you can't shoot a bitch in the foot. Even if she did some fucked up shit to you,
You
it's-
can't.
if she, the
That's
only way you
the-
can shoot a bitch in the foot and be ideal in my eyes Is if a
I
bitch
said
gave
female,
you,
and this nigga, it was like, you can't say that. And this nigga said, you can't shoot a bitch in the foot.
I was being facetious. I'm gonna say bitch, hoe. Motherfuckers say I cuss too much. Shout out to my nigga Goo. Motherfuckers say I cuss too much. Well, goddamn shit,
I heard that in the
bitch,
seventh
pussy,
grade,
and fuck.
like-
So we clear.
Yeah, I feel you.
You under the dick. You don't like how I talk?
Fuck off.
It's a part of the game.
Change the word in your mind. Or get you a broomstick. Sit on it.
We're not gonna do that.
And then fly the fuck off. You witch bitch. You witch bitch. Shout out to Rick. One time for the one time. But, as I was saying, I feel like the whole scenario is a scenario where
Controversy story. Controversy sells.
controversy sells.
Fucking straight up. It's gotta be fucking, something's gotta be done.
Shout out to Lisa Left Eye. You know?
Burn up them tennis shoes.
I bust the windows at your car. Now, Meg, if you really got shot in the foot, I want you to know two things. One, I'm personally here for you if you need a shoulder to cry on.
This nigga shooting airball like a hoe. This nigga is in the parking lot shooting at parking spaces.
Kobe.
Right.
And then two,
That bitch hitting the fucking
make
handicap
sure
sign.
you stay off your feet for a little bit because that shit hurt, I bet. I wouldn't know for legal purposes.
So you gonna shoot me in my pinky toe?
I wasn't
shoot
gonna
me in
even
my
start
pinky
going
toe,
to the memes and
No. Meg. Right here. I'm here for you.
you, bro.
And that's honest, Meg. I mean, ain't nothing, you know,
I ain't shooting that
too
Meg.
crazy or
I'm
nothing
here
like that. I
for.
just, you know,
As a black
I
woman,
feel for you.
that said
But
that black men
as
don't
far as
protect
black men,
women, which is the next
not
topic.
protecting black women.
I'm here for.
I got two
Yeah, but
black
I mean,
men.
well,
Right
what's
here
up with
with
black women saying black
Not
men don't
myself.
protect black women?
If you did not notice,
I
I'm a
find that
black
highly
man.
offensive.
I don't want to alarm anybody. So how do y'all feel about black men not protecting black women?
1 second.
Being the narrative.
I don't know where they get that from. Well, no, I can take that back. I get it. Not everybody lives up to that hype, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like anything else.
Not everybody provides the same experience. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're not physically get a grade A dude. You're not physically get a grade B, C, or D dude. Like every time. Like
Right. But then sometimes, here we go again, sometimes.
it's the same shit with
individuals-
females though. You know what I'm saying?
Individuals
Like,
pick the wrong people, right? You're going to pick a person that you look at and be like, oh, I want that. But then ain't going to be there to protect you. If anything, fucking fuck you up. So sometimes that's what they go for.
So you feel like it's more personal to the
Right.
preference of black women.
Say that again?
You feel like it's more personal to the preference of black women.
no,
Who they pick.
no, because like you could attract somebody at a certain time, and that
Right.
scenario might lead on to however long it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I'm saying.
But that dude might not be what you expected. So a nigga that might be the most gangster dude might not be the dude that's protecting you. That's probably the dude that's slapping the shit out of you and
Right.
doing all the other shit that you not
Right.
really expecting.
Right.
You probably physically get shot. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like,
Sometimes people go for that.
Yeah.
Some people like that thrill. They like that adrenaline rush of that, you know, at any moment something could happen, you know, be on the toes. But that doesn't always. come
yeah,
true.
it's not.
That's just how I think
I
society.
mean, it's not
wants to
like
be
that with
perceived
like.
as, but it doesn't always work.
Everything, and I don't want to say like Tory like that because like I don't really know that nigga. He sing R&B and fucking
Right. I'm not
all
speaking
that
on
shit,
any of them in any way. I'm just saying, in my opinion, my humble opinion of just knowing what I know, I don't think that always holds true when it comes to narrative. I think that if that's the case, then they're just trying to use it in a negative light, as they usually do with a lot of things, right? They want to make it seem like it's this, this, and this. Sometimes it is. Yes, we understand because we're all not perfect, but in this case, I think it's a little bit more to it.
yeah.
We
I don't
gotta-
really
we gotta-
know how to go because
We gotta
like
paint this picture a certain way, and how we're gonna benefit from this. How we're gonna get this money from a business point of view.
right.
Because that's what it all boils back down to is numbers and what we can make off this situation. Ooh, we can get you out of this, 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 and this. Oh, and we can gain this endorsement and gain this, this, and this now? Because of what? Oh, now she's fucking endorsed bulletproof vest, bulletproof shoes.
Yeah,
Nigga,
but
we
at the
getting
same
some-
time, like if Tory Lanez ain't a nigga that could hold his liquor and some shit, like
I get you.
Me
but
personally-
here we go again. They probably signed that shit.
Well, I feel like y'all ain't talking about black women being protected by black men. Me personally, I'll say I feel like social media is a gift and a curse because it gives us a lot of stuff, but it also allows certain people to drive certain things and then other people attach it. Now, what I've noticed is there's a lot of hurt women that are part of these narratives.
yeah, I can't lie. Like when it come to that, like it's niggas that I know personally that females have came back to me and been like, "Hey, bro, like your homeboy like slapped the shit out of me, bro," and I was just like, "Damn, like."
Now, see that
That shit, like if we gonna have that conversation, it's like, damn, like when they came back to me and told me like some shit that a nigga that I know done did to him, like, like,
right. So you feel like because of that scenario, black men don't protect black women?
no,
Or do you feel like black men are the only ones that slap women?
no, I'm not saying
Why
that.
does it have to be all that? Why
Yeah,
can't it just be like some people do and some people don't?
I was just having the conversation that we were having.
I concur. I agree with you on that tip. I
Because
do
like we
understand.
talk about Tory Lanez possibly shooting somebody, like
Right.
I'm just saying like somebody possible.
Right, but that would be a scenario where black men don't protect black women because Tory Lanez is black, and by shooting,
Why
a
would you
person-
label it that though?
Because he's shooting a black woman in the foot. See, my idea of chastising a woman, which is what that would be akin to, I won't talk to you again. I'll do the ultimate chastisation. I won't talk to you.
Yeah, but that's you. Like,
No. But my ideal of the way to do it is the right way to do it. Anything otherwise is asinine or it's absurd. Those are the only two A words that it could be. Asinine or absurd.
and that's hopefully what this situation will boil down to. But like, there's
Like,
women
what do you
that
get?
have went through these.
Okay, a chick is arguing at
experiences,
you,
know what I'm
then
saying?
you shoot her in the foot. Now what? Y'all finna go fuck? No. Are y'all about to reconcile y'all relationship? No.
No, it's a small
Now, if I don't
percentage
talk
of
to
women
you-
that probably would. But,
Right, but
at
if I
the
don't
same
talk to
time,
you-
like,
Now you gotta make life decisions. If you want to talk to me, then you're gonna have to get a part of the program. If not, then that's fine. I don't knock you or discredit you for not being a part of the program. But I'm just saying that in order to deal with me, it has to be something that's advantageous for me as well.
yeah. And, like, for me, like, I don't think everybody's not good actors, bro.
Right.
Like, everybody's not meant to be put in certain situations to
Right.
where they can put on a front to where this is what I want to portray. And this is, like, when certain people cry tears, bro, like, you gotta kind of take them first. Like, hey, I'm not trained for this shit. Like, I don't see.
So you feel like Meg was acting?
No, I don't see Meg Thee Stallion having media
I
training.
like asking the controversial shit. I don't care about any of the other shit. I want to know what we're really grinding people gears.
Yeah.
I'm a grinder of gears.
I don't see Meg Thee Stallion being one of them people that's willing to take on media training while she taking on college. Like,
Right.
that's not. I don't see that. Like, if she gonna cry on live, I would take that as like a legit, you know, what I'm saying?
Sincere
Yeah.
emotion.
Yeah.
So you feel like she really got shot in the foot and she didn't know what was going on?
I wouldn't take it as like
I'm not
we really
sipping
gotta.
in disdain. I'm sipping in inquiry.
Me personally, I don't.
So I want to say this first. And
Cause like when niggas talk about shit that never really like happens, like in the area that's in, like you talk about niggas having rings and surveillance outside the crib, the basic fucking
Right.
so niggas could see niggas creeping in on other people that have been killed in that area, but when this goes down, it's like
Right.
that footage ain't.
well,
Ain't nowhere
what
near.
I will say, and this I'll say,
No.
I don't know the scenario in which Meg got shot in the foot. But unless Meg set you up, like Chris said, Dubz 817 by the way, I feel like
It's not a
there's
setup.
no point in shooting a chick.
It's not. It's not a setup.
In
Like,
gangster rules, as the street pertains to it, women and kids are off limits as it pertains to street actions. Whipping out a pistol and shooting somebody from a street action standpoint, women and kids are off limits.
yeah,
Unless a chick is literally a part of the scheme.
yeah. That's what I
Not
said.
accept-
Like, unless you feel like you getting set up, and
That's why. No, I agree with you. So for me personally, there's absolutely no acceptable scenario unless Tory Lanez say that he was trying to buy a brick of cocaine and Meg Thee Stallion told him that she had a plug.
Oh.
And then when that plug came, they didn't actually have the money.
or
He
unless
tried to
he was
rob
just a
Tory
nigga with
Lanez
money, period, and he was a chick had him come over, and like
on some Gucci
that's
Mane shit.
that's a scenario, you know what I'm saying? But like when you chilling with a Kardashian or a Jenner, like that's not the scenario, bro. Like everybody out here having a good time. Like
Well, maybe Meg was fucking with Tory Lanez, and I don't want to speak on their business, like I said, but maybe she was fucking with him and she thought he was trying to get his dick sucked. Nevertheless, if a chick act irrational or to something of your not liking, don't talk to her no more.
yeah. Unless your life is on the line, bro, you should never have the feeling that you should.
Whip out a pistol
Yeah.
and shoot anybody. I don't care about the height difference. I don't care about any of that. There's no scenario where that's acceptable for me. So, in honor of protecting black women, that's what I want to say. You know?
Right on.
Now, from that
And
same
this is the
standpoint-
weirdest like scenario of all time though, because like the nigga bonded out, and you know when charges get brought up on you when somebody could have possibly been shot, like nigga, we can still pull you back in here. And,
No, those are serious charges.
yeah, like it's not necessarily over, and like for me, like it's been too long for like more details to not be put out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause the area that it's in, bro, like surveillance, my nigga, like rings if you look up a ring, bro, rings ain't expensive. And niggas rings, you know what I'm saying? You get the doorway, you get the.
Well, maybe, and so people have a misconception of technology. There's a lot of gaps.
No, but there is like footage that's been released, but it's like, I know it's more.
There's no shooting footage. Is what
Yeah.
he's getting at. He wants to see the footage where that gun was actually pulled.
But if it was in the car, like niggas suspect, like
Then you can't have the footage.
Yeah.
And that would make more sense. But that would also be something that would be very determinable by the detectives that do analysis for a crime. So if she actually got shot in the foot, there'll probably be gunpowder residue like near her and shit like that where she was in the car. If it was outside the car, not so much. But if she was inside the car, that's one way that they'll find out. So I feel like we're going to have to keep waiting to find out the exact schematics of the particular scenario. But just on the subject of protecting black women, I know these two dudes right here protect black women for sure. I've seen it. These dudes know me, and they know I protect black women. And all we probably asking in full is that you stop forgetting about us because we exist. Some black men don't protect black women.
Like, if this is a publicity stunt, bro, like, this would be the completely wrong time to try to pull some shit off like that, bro.
I concur.
And I don't really, like, I would hope, like,
Y'all gonna pour up a shot with me?
oh, yeah. I would hope that this would be the time that you wouldn't do it. Like, that's stupid,
I would hope
bro.
so as well. We don't know.
Yeah, you don't. Like,
Unfortunately, as unfortunate as it is, because of the way the scenario played out, we have no clue on if it's real or not.
yeah. But in this day and
Hustling
time,
Chad.
man, you would hope that
Chef
you would,
Chad, do you have a shot in you? I do believe it's time for the sign off and signature that we pour up and pour out. Now I'm gonna tell y'all one more thing about this Noble Wolf. I don't normally drink vodka, but shout out to Noble Wolf.
that motherfucker is beastin', bro. Like,
It really is. Chef Chad, Dubz 817. I do believe this is the Poor Podcast.
my cup did not touch. Yeah,